Brother Maynard, bring up the holy hand grenade. 1, 2, 5.
Please, sir.
3.
Arm yourselves, America. This is Defenders Live.
Hey, here comes the danger up in this club. When we get started, man, we ain't gonna stop. We gonna turn it out till it gets too hot. Everybody sing, hey, tell 'em turn it out till they get no more. Let's get this thing shaking like a disco ball. This is your last warning, I'm gonna see go. I am not afraid of the storm that comes my way. When it hits,
Happy Monday, everybody.
Happy Monday, everybody.
It is Monday, beginning of the week, and you know what that means.
No, I don't know what it means. What does it mean?
It means it's the beginning of the week.
Oh. Oh.
It's the upside to it is if you're listening to us, then you know that you are just that much closer to the weekend because we are the last show of Monday.
We are.
So you are almost done.
Close,
The
but
day
not
is
quite.
almost over.
So very, very close.
We'll soon be done.
But no cigar.
Yeah, close but no cigar. Absolutely. Guys, thank you so much. Defenders Live. Go to doaeshow.com for everything that is Defenders. All of the archives, everything is there. Pick up some gear if you need to, if you want to. Shirts similar to like Steven is wearing. Also the Jackhole Nation stuff. Or not. It's
You
cool.
can also get some mugs.
You can. You can get the mugs, pretty much anything at this point. We've just kind of went all out because somebody somewhere will want something. And by God,
We decided that we would give everything.
we would get everything. Also go to mojo.com or mojoradio.com. How about screwed that up?
Yeah, you did. It's
Yeah,
mojo50.com.
It is made mojoradio.com.
Mojo
Check out all the other awesome hosts from the Mojo 50 clan.
That's mojo50.com.
That's what I said.
No, you said Mojo Radio. It's not.
Oh my God, just whatever. It's Monday and I'm ready for it to be over. I'm seriously. It was bad. It's like usually I'm sitting here like I don't say all on point. Usually I'm ready and I know what I've got going on. I'm literally like trying to work and do stuff as trying to do this. It's I think it's throwing everything off.
I think it is too.
Making everything a little bit wonky. So,
Yeah.
anywho, welcome to the show. Go to places you can find us. Social medias are Facebooks and Twitters, the Instagrams, all of them at DOAE Show. Make sure you use the hashtag #ArmYourselves.
That's right. Arm yourselves.
Arm yourselves because you need to arm yourselves. It's important. We can't do it all for you. We're not your mama.
Nope.
Nope. Anyway, we got a great show planned.
We do.
First things first.
Ooh, what's that?
This is just a feeling that this is slightly fitting for the situation, so please give it the respect that it deserves.
Okay. Should I be solemn?
Well, yeah, actually you will have to, but
Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm.
Okay. All right.
Beats all you never saw, been in trouble with the law.
two Texas men are dead now.
What?
They tragically they passed away.
They have ceased to be.
Yeah,
They're no more.
They're pushing up daisies. They're singing in the choir almighty.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But why? And why would you bring that song up?
Because they attempted to jump a open drawbridge with their car.
Say that again.
Yeah, two Texas men are dead after they attempted to jump an open drawbridge in their car. Wow. Yeah, we started there, folks. I know, killing the mood already. Shortly after 2 a.m. on May 24th in 2019, Louisiana State Police Department, state police trooper responded to a single vehicle crash on Louisiana Highway 384, which is also known as Big Lake Road. at the Black Bayou Bridge, about 6 miles south of Lake Charles, because we all know exactly what bridge we're talking about.
Sure. Yeah, that one. Mm-hmm.
And actually, you know what? There probably is going to be somebody going, you know what? I remember that bridge.
You're probably right. That's
It will be, you know, it's going to be like somebody like Zig or somebody's like, I'm a trucker. I've drove all over those bridges. I
I've
know
driven
that bridge
that
like the
bridge
back of my
before.
hand. But anywho,
mm-hmm.
The crash claimed the lives of 23-year-old Alejandro Cazares of McAllen, Texas, and
Like a native.
32-year-old Roberto Alejandro Moreno of Edinburgh, Texas.
Like American.
Hashtag like a native.
Hashtag like an American.
It's because I'm
Not very good at names.
I know, and this is not speaking ill of the dead, so I just don't have it in me tonight. Anyway, the NBC News reported that a witness told police that Moreno exited the vehicle and lifted the arm of the gate, blocking access to the bridge. He got back in the car. That other feller, because I butchered his name, drove towards the ramp, stopped briefly, then reversed, and, quote, accelerated forward in an attempt to jump the ramp of the bridge, the police wrote.
Yeah, you didn't accelerate fast enough. You also don't know how to drive a car like that, and it's too front heavy.
Well, there's all kinds of things. The trajectory was probably off. There's all kinds of junk that mathematically goes into this stuff that
and you don't know that math.
Yeah. You definitely were not getting that Joker up to 88 miles an hour. That's for sure.
Oh, that's a nice reference right there.
Thank you.
That's good.
Thank you. Of course, that has to do with time travel, but that's a whole nother.
Don't even worry about that. But still, good reference.
But basically, the other feller, the passenger, police said, was unable to get out of the car as it sunk to the bottom of the river. Moreno was found outside of the submerged vehicle, but both were pronounced dead at the scene by the coroner's office of the parish of Louisiana in that area.
I know it doesn't say this, but I'm pretty sure they were found by a man that lives in a van down by the river.
No, well, maybe. It was the excitement of his life, that was for sure. It's like, I made my evening. Toxicology samples were obtained and will be submitted for analysis, but the crash is still under an investigation. Guardrail was down for a reason. The state trooper Derek Singal told the KPLC TV, I'm not sure what they were thinking, and of course we can't do what's portrayed in the movies. Now hold on, officer. You can, again, if you know what the hell you're doing. To just look at a bridge and go, I couldn't jump that. Nah, it's going to take a little bit more than just looking and assuming. You kind of do have to calculate some things out, but it can be done.
Look, you know what happens when you assume.
It makes an ass out of you and me.
That's right.
So, don't assume. But anyway, this isn't the first time someone has tried to jump this particular drawbridge. 2016, a 37-year-old Morgan J. Lyons tried to jump the drawbridge while fleeing from police. Lyons was wanted on 2 active warrants. Operators of the bridge tried to stop him by raising the aprons, but Lyons sped through them, and his truck came to rest on the pontoon. Not only did traffic arms come down, but there's a concrete barrier that comes up. The deputy Stitch Guillory told the outlet he attempted to actually jump the bridge.
Yeah.
So they kind of have stuff in place to keep this from happening, but at least this Lyons feller he was running from cops. That makes sense to a point. I don't condone it by any stretch of the imagination, but at least, he's running from the cops. You can point and go, he's trying to get away, not 2 knuckleheads who go, hey, hold my beer, watch this.
Hey guys, watch this. Watch this. Hey guys, watch this. We're going to jump.
Tell the story back when we get home.
Hot Rocky with an eye over on the MeWe says, Dylan didn't have it in him.
No.
Would he like it in him?
That's a private conversation for another night. I would appreciate it.
She means words.
Oh, when you put it in that context, then yes, I would like words and put in me. But other than that, I don't.
Zig the Gator also says, guardrail. That guardrail is only a suggestion.
It is, right? It's like the warning label on the hairdryer to not use it while plugged in the shower. It's just a suggestion. You can do it if you want to.
Apparently, Wade Robertson on the MeWe has also has gotten error a few times in his vehicle.
Oh, I did too. Oh, you want great? It was in Dallas too. So I'm trying to catch a light, and I didn't realize there was this particular intersection. Because if you've never driven on Texas roads, they have them designed for flooding.
So you don't do that sort of thing.
And in my truck, had no idea that it went thump, like it went down a little bit. I cut it. I made the light, but as I came up the other side, it just went poof, and I took air. It was so bad that the stuff in the back of my truck bounced out, and I had to pull over and go collect it. Yeah.
Do you have problems with stuff coming out of your trunk?
This is the worst segue ever.
What are you talking about? This is the best freaking segue.
Journey.
This is the best segue ever. Dylan has obviously had those problems before, and you know what? If you've had those problems before, maybe you should check out Atron Teal.
You should. Because oh, that's just nasty.
Look, if you've got junk in your trunk and you're trying to get rid of it in a healthy way, you should check out Atron Teal. You see, Atron Teal is made with the most potent polyphenols. It's the only clinically proven polyphenol blend developed by a gastroenterologist. It's there for your body. It's the same stuff that your body needs on a daily basis to make sure that all of your gut health is in the right functioning environment.
You said funk.
Shining.
Tell me you didn't use that on purpose.
I did actually.
You lie.
I did. Polyphenols are essential for people suffering from any autoimmune diseases, and or if you have gastrointestinal issues. The polyphenols are great for that. They're also anti-aging, and they're so powerful.
How powerful?
They've helped model. They've helped by being and modeling after the Mediterranean diet. But they're so powerful for your system because it's the same stuff that gives vegetable its color. That's what polyphenols are. It's the same stuff that give vegetables color.
Because I was going to ask you if you knew what a polyphenol was.
Yeah, it's the same stuff in fruits and vegetables that give it their color. It's also the same stuff that makes and builds healthy environments for your gut gut. So, I mean, you got to check it out. Look, Atron Teal delivers 250 milligrams of polyphenols per capsule. And right now, if you go to lovemytummy.com/mojo, that's lovemytummy.com/mojo, they have a deal for you. 3-month supply for $99. That's 3-month supply for $99 over at Atron Teal or lovemytummy.com/mojo.
Yay,
Yeah.
Mojo. Sorry, I'm adding.
What? What are you adding? What are you doing?
I'm done working, so I had to finish. I had to throw that in there real fast. So,
Wade says that was the best segue I've heard on Mojo all day.
I know. How
Zig was
else
like
can you?
all year.
Yeah. How else can you go from
Junk in the trunk to
Junk
Atron Teal
out. Only we can take tragedy
and make it
such as this and bring it full circle back to gut health. I mean,
for sure.
Yes.
That's what we
we
do.
are the epitome of professionalism here.
So how'd you make out, Super Chief?
That's right.
I don't think that fit the conversation.
No,
but
I
like
think it did. I think it fit perfectly. You know.
That's what she said.
See. Speaking of things that fit perfectly,
That's true.
former key Mueller witness George Nader has been arrested on child pornography charges.
Allegedly.
No, not allegedly. That's what he was arrested on. George Arif Nader, who was a key witness in the special counsel of Robert Mueller's Russia investigation, was arrested on child pornography charges Monday in New York. Federal prosecutors announced Monday.
Allegedly.
No, it's not allegedly. It's real. It's there. Yeah.
I just wanted to hit it again.
Oh, okay. It's fine, but it's real. It happened. Nader was arrested upon arriving at JFK International Airport. He, quote, transporting visual depictions of minors engaged in sexually explicit conduct.
Yay!
Yes.
That's it.
It doesn't help that he previously pled guilty to the same charges in 1991.
You would see. It's what we call a habit. This is something that might need to be addressed. If you have gotten into this situation once before, now I would give, and depending on the situation, I would kind of go, okay, you done something stupid, whatever. I'm not saying you hand them the keys or anything like that, but
Right.
the first time is always warranted as an honest, we could say, is a mistake. Even on things that would be deemed deliberate, I would still go, you made a dumb thing, okay. But when you start hitting like the second and third and fourth and fifth, then that's a habit, and then I'm sorry, I have no sympathy for you at all.
Inconceivable.
Yeah, I know, crazy, right?
It is. It's so crazy. Well,
No.
you see, if he was convicted, he'd face a minimum of 15 years in prison and a maximum of 40. That's right, Natter. I just realized if you took the ER off of it, his name is Nads.
Oh, he's going to jail, and he's going to know exactly where his and other people's nads are.
Yep, mainly in his mouth.
Oh, well, speaking of Antron Teal. Oh.
Yes.
I think more like, oh, dear God, no. But I don't know this man. Far be it from me to judge.
Far be it from me. Oh, gosh. Natter was charged by prosecutors in Virginia, but made his initial appearances before a magistrate judge in Brooklyn on Monday.
Oh, good.
They postponed a decision on his bail until Tuesday in order to give his attorney additional time to provide details of the proposed security arrangement that can accommodate what the attorney said his client's serious medical conditions are.
He wants time to try and get proof that he actually has some kind of a medical issue. That's delightful.
Yes, well, they don't really agree. See, they say that he has the incentive to flee, and that makes sense.
What?
Mm-hmm.
How can you say that? This is an upstanding, innocent man who is allegedly have been charged with this stuff. This has not been proven yet. He is not a flight risk. He is an honorable man, sir.
Right. I mean, he was just helping the FBI do an investigation on Trump for the past 2 years.
That's true.
Completely honorable.
That's true.
Wow.
That's true.
I just, like I said, this point, and I don't. He's not going to get in any trouble. Get something, but it won't be a lot again. And this is the part that pisses everyone off, including me. Just if it's wrong for me to do, if I'm going to get in trouble, if I'm going to spend X amount of time in jail, then everybody else should do.
Yeah, it's true.
It's consistency, people. I'm pretty sure the world would be a little bit happier if we were just consistent.
That's true.
Forget being different. Forget having different views and everything else. If you could at least be consistent on them, then people would get along a lot better because then we can actually respect each other. But,
Wait, respect each other?
I know. That's a 4-letter word, man.
That's a crazy 4-letter word. You know what else is crazy? Asking for a friend Jackal over on Twitter says, just remember, in prison, he just has to lay there and take it. That's what he's been doing most of his life.
Who's your daddy?
I don't know. But if you're tired of this bullcrap.
Because who is it?
I know, because we are. We are. These people who do what they do and do it very terribly, that we all despise and don't like. You know, they run all these they run all of the business through all of the government and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But they're also supported by Big Mobile.
Of course they are.
They are. So maybe you should do your part, like we're going to do our part, and check out patriotmobile.com.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You see, patriotmobile.com is America's very first conservative cell phone company out there. Not only are they a conservative cell phone company, but they're also veteran-led, and you don't have any hidden fees, no roaming fees, no liberal agendas. Plus, more than $2 million have already been spent to help support your constitutional rights.
That's true.
Just imagine what you could do with Patriot Mobile on your side. You know what? Check it out. They've got unlimited plans, talk and text, available for you, $25 a month and up. Don't wait. PatriotMobile.com/Mojo50. It's PatriotMobile.com/Mojo50.
Yay.
Join us.
Yay.
Yeah, join us and stop the crap. Switch to
Please.
Patriot Mobile today. It's amazing.
Every little bit helps.
That's right.
And do your part.
Do your part.
Do your part. I feel like that's a song.
It is,
something.
but it's not. We're not going to do that.
Not the.
Donna Ray over on the Mojo 50 says, "I just noticed that Dylan's hair looks like a dollop of chocolate frosting. In a good way, Dylan. No offense."
It's the lighting, actually. It's.
It probably is, honestly. Actually, it kind of looks like a Hershey Kiss right now. Like if you look dead straight into the camera, if you look straight into the camera, it looks like a Hershey Kiss.
Like that.
Yeah, right there.
There it is.
There it is, right there.
James, it's the almond because there's a nut in there.
Yeah.
You see what I did there?
Oh, that's so good.
The nut.
I thought it was the white chocolate.
Shut up. Not since my diet, and I haven't had that since prison, and I won't have that again. That's disgusting. Well, we weren't going to talk about this online. I know.
That's all you, buddy. That's all you.
Those days are long behind me. Anyway.
Very nice. Very well played. All right. So.
I try. You know what else is? You know what's not nice. Well, Okay. Does anybody remember Brock Turner? Anybody?
Not really. That was.
Yeah, I remembered the name, but for the life of me, I couldn't remember why.
That's a song. For the life of me, I cannot remember.
Yeah, I know. I know. High school, we.
Oh, it's so good.
Ask Whiskey and them about that one.
That's good times. Good times.
But anyway, Brock Turner. He was the former Stanford swimmer who was convicted of sexual assault back in 2016.
Right.
Was only sentenced to serve 3 months of prison for rape.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
What?
So convicted. He was convicted.
Of rape.
Sexual assault back in 2016. But only had to serve 3 months.
Okay, what age was he?
Oh, good Lord. I don't even remember. I don't have that part in front of me. Let's see.
Was he older than 18?
In 2015, 2 students came. 2015, 2 students came upon Turner sexually assaulting an unconscious woman by a dumpster outside of a fraternity party at Stanford University.
Okay, so he was old enough.
Yeah, I guess. The following year, he was convicted of sexual assault with the intent to commit rape and sexual penetration of an intoxicated person and sexual penetration of an unconscious person, which I did not know was a thing until now. He was sentenced to only 6 months in jail, and he ended up only serving 3 months of that sentence. I remember this because it pissed everyone off, including me.
Yeah.
Going back to what we were discussing before, consistency, people. If I do something, if regular people do something, then it shouldn't matter what kind of money you have. It shouldn't matter what kind of connections you have. It shouldn't matter any of that. If you commit the crime, then by God, you should have to pay the full penalty as the rest of us would.
If you do the crime, you do the time.
Bingo. I feel like that should be a slogan somewhere. Anyway.
I think it was. All right, well.
Point is, real fast before we go.
Yeah. Point is what?
Outer course of appeal. He's registered now as a sex offender for the rest of his life.
He has to be a sex offender for the rest of his life. He will always be a sex offender for all of his life. Hold on. We'll be right back right after this. Sorry, the music was too loud. It cut you off for a second there.
No, I know. And then you faded when you turned up way too loud and it could almost not hear you. But that's cool.
That's fine. Well, I mean,
the music was playing. I was like, oh crap! The whole point of bringing out this douchebag was
just to do that.
At least he's, having to register as a sex offender. It may not be a lot, but it's something.
Yeah, that may not be a lot, but it's something. Gotta tell you, man, you guys are kind of quiet tonight.
They are. That's okay. It's Monday. I told you. It's crappy. They're trying to
get back into the swing of things. Man, we've got the Grindstone coming up. I mean, it's gonna be good.
That's what everybody goes. What? Sorry, I don't know. Under hear you.
What is the Grindstone? Huh? What? Huh? What? No, not that. Nobody wants that.
No one wants accountability. How dare you? I feel like I'm forgetting something right now.
What are you forgetting?
I don't know. If I knew what I was forgetting, I wouldn't be forgetting it.
Well, don't forget it. I mean,
oh, Facebook.com/Arcadian Flag. Please.
Yeah, do that guy. Yeah.
Share the word. Spread it around.
Yeah, all of that jazz.
Around. He's veteran owned and operated. Good stuffs. Good stuffs. Got a flag. I know he's making our logo. Yeah, where it's going to be and when it's all done and everything, we don't know. But
is he going to do? Are we doing a Mojo one too?
We are.
Oh yeah.
We are. That may or may not be given away as a prize.
Oh yeah, we are. The youth of the nation.
We are the world.
We are the children.
We are tired of that song.
It's children. Everybody loves children. All right, we're coming back.
The mighty Mojo 50.
Yeah. I got Dylan on that one. He was so confused about that. Look at that.
I don't even know my own show.
Yeah. I just added that just today.
I figured.
It's so nice. I loved it. It was good. I was like, yes, I need this.
I knew the minute that option popped up, I knew what was going to happen. I knew when you were reading the email, I assumed you were reading it on the drive home, and I could see you like in the car.
No, actually, I didn't. I just Ron sent out the email about, hey, for hosts and all this other stuff. So the internal workings. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. And then, because on the website, if you're a host, you have access to a few things, sound files and stuff. And so I was like, oh, cool. Well, here's my info. He's like, all right, I got you. Cool, thanks. And then I popped in and was like, oh, I wonder what's here.
I think he has my info, but
he does. You're on there.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I was already set up and on there. There's stuff I could do. There's a couple of them that didn't, but I haven't. I don't know if it's just not being used or not. That's again. Hold on, another. We'll talk about it later. Go to Defenders Live. We're on the Mojo 50 radio.
Yep.
Rewind that. DOAEshow.com.
Yes.
Also, you can find us at DOAE Show pretty much anywhere on any of the social medias. Please follow us, like us, share us, do whatever. Help spread the word about not just us, but about Mojo as well. The more we grow, well, the more we grow, the better we can do. Let's put it that way. I think that's the angle I probably was
That's right.
towards.
That's how we work it. You can also go to DLive, dlive.tv/Defenders Live, which is, we didn't mean that to do that on purpose. That's just how it works. It's there. And you can go to mojo50.com and go to mojo50TV, /, and you can watch us there on all those things and the social medias. Remember, use the hashtag #ArmYourselves on the Twitters and all the rest. We will comment back to you. Speaking of, Zig the Trucking Gator, now just Zig the Gator on MeWe.
He's trying to be sneaky.
He's trying to change it up on us, and whatever.
He's trying. He thinks he's slick because he got me that time. He's like, so let's just keep changing. See the game you're playing, sir.
He says, after listening to Izzo today, I really want to fight. Hey, Dylan, you're the biggest dude in the room.
Do you want to get striked?
Oh, wouldn't that be interesting in my front yard? I mean, because Zig's a trucker. I'm sure he may have on a time or 12 rolled through our beloved state. Can you imagine him rolling through here just to pull up in my cul-de-sac to get out in my front yard?
I think he would.
He probably would.
He would. I mean, he drives everywhere, so.
Well, if I find out he's ever come to North Carolina since listening to us and he doesn't say anything to us about being here, I'm going to kick him repeatedly.
In the face?
He will get striked.
He will get striked.
Do you want to get striked?
Oh, he will get it.
You will get striked so
Straight.
hard.
Yep.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Abso-dag-gone.
That's right. Yes.
Oh my goodness. So
notorious
RGB.
RBG.
Yeah, I like just saying it just because it makes me feel special.
Notorious RBG.
Notorious.
Apparently, she is more conservative than Neil Gorsuch.
Which says a lot. that just is. First off, the not necessarily about RBG, but just that the tail end of that statement is kind of requires an "I told you so." I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel as if something had been mentioned about that.
Might maybe he wouldn't have been put in place, tied in. I don't know. Maybe.
I think there were some people who may or may not have mentioned that he might or not be the guy that they thought he was going to be.
I just can't put my finger on maybe who they were.
Oh, it's a couple of guys I know that's on this network that.
I mean, they're just there.
They're fillers, is all it is. That's why they're at I think they're at the late end. That's why they're at that end.
You know what? Because they're just fillers, and they've got like an hour or whatever.
They were desperate to be on a network, and the network was desperate to fill an empty spot, and it just did. That's what they are. But anyway, I feel like that was said somewhere.
Yeah, I think
Could be wrong.
I think it might be. I think it must have been like at least like 6 months back.
Maybe something like that. I'm
just saying.
I don't know. I can't think about who it is. But anyway,
it's fine. Look, so there was this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Situation here that this guy, he was in jail. He had been arrested on felony and drug charges and everything like that. He served 84 months in prison and had a 5-year supervised release. Okay. That ended March 2017. Okay. That's when the supervising release ended on March in 2017. Okay. We good?
Okay. I think I got you.
All right. Now, in 2015, 2016, he was incarcerated again after facing additional charges. Now, the hearings kept getting delayed for his sentence.
Okay, is there a reason why?
Well, just different things. District courts violating whatever, supervised release and all this other junk and
red tape, basically.
A lot of red tape and everything else going in. And he said, "Look, you guys pushed this past the date of my 5-year supervised release. I didn't get sentenced till after that was done. So I don't think I deserve to take this additional 42 months on top of the penalty of the charges that I have, which I pled guilty to. Okay, I pled guilty to them. I did them. I did it, but you guys didn't give me a sentence until after my supervised release was done. So I don't think it's fair for you to also add on the additional 42 months of me breaking my supervised release." And so he took it to court, and then he took it to district court, and then he took it to appeals court, and then he took it to the Supreme Court. And in a 5-4 decision, with Ruth Bader Ginsburg siding with Clarence Thomas, John Roberts, Samuel Alito, and Brett Kavanaugh, the court has ruled that he will face all charges, including the additional 42 months, which only makes sense because he was convicted during his supervised release.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
It does. I mean, it's a little difficult to follow as if anybody's watching anywhere, you can see that I got my phone out. I'm trying to do the math. Like it's several years. I mean, he already the 84 months in prison and then another 5 years of supervised release. Put it at a grand total of that was a 7-year stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, excuse me, that was a 12-year stretch just there. 7 months in jail, then the other 5 supervised. Basically, I'm assuming that's like not quite parole, but
right.
You ankle monitor and all that crap, all the house arrest. I'm assuming something along those lines. Anyway, so that's 12 years total, and then he's got to go do another 42.
Right. Now, because he screwed up again, plus in addition to the actual time that he gets for the charges.
Yeah.
Which he doesn't know yet.
So I can see where he might be a little miffed about having to do it, but this is also one of those things that this is what happens when you get convicted of a crime, you get in trouble for something, and then you mature while you're in jail.
Right, and then you continue to do those crimes.
Well, but I mean afterwards. I mean, you kind of go, wait, I don't want to have to do this. This is not fair.
Right. I don't want to have to do this again. I was just doing this. This is
I
not
was
cool.
just doing this. Why am I having to? But the kicker of this was not actually the was not the conviction and all that crap. Because we don't care. You do, as we said earlier, you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
Right.
Yeah, and I feel that should be a bumper sticker.
I think I really think we might want to just trademark that.
Something.
Maybe
I don't
we
know.
Should,
But the point was that we got a kick out of it was how RBG
sided with conservatives.
Yeah, I think this is just a sign of her senses lapsing, that she is slipping further down the dementia trail.
Well, no, maybe not. Maybe she's actually gaining her senses back. I mean, she's been crazy for the past 30 years.
So
maybe that slip and fall knocked her senses back into her.
It's a hell of a swing, though, isn't it? To go from being
it's
far
better
left
than a swing
to
and a miss.
That's crazy, man. Right.
I'm just saying. And then you have that one guy, Gorsuch.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that Morsuck.
He does suck.
Yeah, more
and more.
Mm-hmm.
Told you so. Sorry. It's the coffee. There was something in that coffee.
Did it go down the wrong hole?
It did. I breathed it instead of swallowed it. That was my fault. Something just lodged right there.
So how'd you make out, Super Chief?
I think that's a 1 for the scoreboard.
That's it.
1-0 us. Anyway. Yeah, you got it in your throat too, huh?
Yeah, it's there. It's just,
junk contagious, I swear.
Yeah. So that Roz over on the Mojo 50 said, "Shh, don't say anything. Just let her be."
We're ahead. Don't ruin it.
Stop it. Don't say a thing.
It makes sense, actually. It makes tons of sense. No, at this point, if this is where, again, I have to admit, though, my as long as she's doing it because she actually is agreeing to it and says that's the right thing and not because of party lines. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at.
Yeah, and that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And you know what else makes sense?
What's that?
The gun box.
Yes, it does.
It makes a lot of freaking sense. Look, we all want to protect our families, right?
That's true.
We all have the Second Amendment, right?
That's true.
We have the Second Amendment. Whether or not we use it is insane.
I was going to say, I was debating. I was like bouncing between that and allegedly. I was like, okay,
fine. I'll give it to you. But we have the Second Amendment. We here want to utilize the Second Amendment to protect our families and ourselves. But what protects our families and ourselves from the tools that we use to protect them.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Do you have a suggestion for something?
I do. It's the gun box.
Oh, would this be better than just leaving it like under my pillow?
Yes, because, under your pillow is a bad idea, whereas the gun box is a safe place to store it where only you have access to it. It's quick, it's effective. They have RFID chips, readers, rings if you want it. They've got your fingerprint set up that you can do. You've got a PIN code that you can type in. Anything that you want to do to gain access to the box that is succinct to you.
So,
you can use it.
All right, going back to the bed thing.
Yeah.
So, what if I make the bed?
What do you mean?
So, if I make the bed.
What do you mean if you make the bed?
If I make the bed with the gun under the pillow.
Look, if you make the bed, your wife will be happy, but the gun under the pillow doesn't mean anything.
I mean, but it would be safer that way.
No, it wouldn't be safer that way. Why would it be safer that way?
Because it's covered up more.
No, it's not covered up more. It's just got a pillow over top of it. If your kids can get it, anybody can gain access to that gun in that way. If you have the gun box,
make it bed right.
If you have the gun box, only you and those you trust will be able to gain access to that gun in times of need. It's quick. It's effective. It takes less than a second for the box to open, as long as you have the right key code.
Go ahead, say it.
Authorization.
That's not what it.
I know what I'm saying. I had to think of a new word. Check them out. Thegunbox.com. Thegunbox.com. Use a promo code Mojo50 at checkout, and you can get 10% off of your orders over at thegunbox.com.
So, old Whiskey's over on the chat room in the Mojo.
The Mojos.
And as he put it so eloquently, everyone needs a good box to put your gun in.
That's true.
Just saying.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Those, sir, are words to live by.
Yes. Every sword needs a sheath.
Every
gun needs a box. Gun box. I think we might have found the new slogan.
I do too. It's so catchy. Wordplay is so much fun.
I think. Thanks, Whiskey. I think I found the new slogan for Gunbox.
Yeah. Donna over on the Mojo chat room as well, as we don't have small kids in our house, but keeping our guns from being used in crime is important to us. And absolutely, it is. I used to. There was a stretch there before I had family and stuff. I used to have guns strategically placed throughout the entire house. I had a gun in the couch cushion where, like, if you're sitting in it, you could just reach your hand in the couch cushion. I had one on top of the fridge. I had a shotgun by in front of each door.
Mm-hmm. It sounded like you were paranoid.
Well, you would think I was. And oddly enough, I didn't have anything. It was just one of those situations where I was like, I want to be ready if something happens. I did carry on me at almost all times. So.
It's like that joke about the grandma getting pulled over by the cop, and he's like, he noticed that she had a CC license, and he was like, "Ma'am, do you have a gun on you today?" She's like, "Yeah, I've got 45 in the purse, I've got one in the glove box, and I've got a 9 right here." It's like, "Ma'am, what are you afraid of?" Absolutely nothing.
Exactly. I have no reason to be afraid at that point, and I wasn't. I also did have one underneath the pillow, and one by the bedroom door, and one between the mattresses, and I had one in the closet, and it was pretty much I had one in the bathroom too, but I only had one in the bathroom because it was a small room, and you got to be ready.
Because you
never know. You never know who's going to come in and bother you when you're pooping.
It's true.
That's
true.
It is true. Yes, and Zig's got it. I actually want that headboard, by the way. Over on the MeWe's there's a headboard.
The headboard with the drop down?
Those are amazing. I've told the wife I want one.
Yeah, those are good. So, in conclusion for our next story here.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
I literally went and...
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
That's what I was working on. Thanks for...
You're welcome.
For ruining that. Now
it only took me 2 seconds to ruin that for you.
Wow. Okay. Anyway.
Apparently, dodgeball is problematic.
Yeah, that's... Sorry, we were just being. They just saw we were corrected on the MeWe.
What? What do you mean?
Swords have scabbards. Knives go in sheaths.
Oh, excuse me.
Apparently,
Thank you.
you got it wrong.
I got it wrong.
So anyway, but yes, apparently, dodgeball is a bad thing. It is an unethical tool of oppression.
Research says.
Because we know that we can trust research.
Nope.
Thousands of academics are gathering in Vancouver for the annual Congress of Humanities and Social Sciences. Wow. That happened to be going on this whole week. They will present papers on everything from child marriage in Canada to why dodgeball is problematic.
Because they look like balls heading towards your face.
Well, hold on. I'm just curious as to how is it that child marriage
is in the same level as dodgeball?
Yes. How does that even?
Apparently, with child marriage, you have the same problem with dodgeball. Balls coming at your face.
Look, I get it.
I'm just.
I couldn't do it.
That's not good. I mean, didn't we just have this entire discussion with the Natter guy?
Yeah.
The child porn. You don't like the child porn. It's not good.
And look, I understand when we do this show, there are certain stories that we just kind of pull and know right out the gate that, hey, this is just something we're just going to touch on and we're going to let it go. It's not a lot. It's a quick fondle and we let it roll. We call it a filler. Okay?
Filler? I barely knew her. I got you on that one, didn't I?
No, because I was actually that it fits. It owes me $20. Anyway,
sorry.
Told you were way too excited about that.
I was.
But I'm just like, child marriage. Like, this is how people in Canada. Child of all the things, like I said, I get we do filler in our show.
Yeah,
every show does it. There's always some spot where you need to make sure you fill to make sure there's no dead air and everything else. So I get that. So my question is seeing as how they put child marriage and dodgeball on the exact same level, which one of those is the filler? And I really don't want to actually say the child marriage because that's a really bad joke.
That is a really bad joke. Please don't. Let's not go there. You know what? Actually, I'm going to stop you. Nope. I'm just going to stop you there. We have other things to go to here.
You sure?
Yes, we have many more things to do. We're just going to shelf this. Okay?
Because they're using phrases like capture the flag is nakedly militaristic. Should we say this for tomorrow? Because this is just delightful.
I think we're going to finish this tomorrow. I think we need to finish this tomorrow.
So much. It is so. This hole goes so deep.
Oh, it's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. Speaking of hot dogs, going camping and going out to barbecues, things that you got to do all the time during the summertime. One of the things that you never leave home without is a cooler. Because you have to have a cooler, you have to have your drinks, you have to have your sodas, you have to have your beers. Why not get a cat cooler?
Why not get a cat cooler?
I don't know. They're rugged. They keep your ice cold for up to 7 days. I mean, that means you could throw them in you could throw the ice in on Sunday, and by Saturday you still have cold ice.
Yeah. Well, I hope ice would be cold. Otherwise, it'd just be water.
Exactly.
Look, they're more durable and more reliable than the cheapy styrofoam ones that you buy that if you don't put the lid on just right, it pops and then it doesn't do anything. And it's way more rugged and reliable than even the igloo ones, the red one or the blue one with the white top.
Yeah.
The plastic ones. Yeah. Those things you throw ice in there and it's good for what, an hour, maybe 2 tops.
Maybe. But with this, good for up to 7 days. They're made in the United States. They're completely customizable, which means you can put whatever the heck you want on the outside of it. They will modify it to your desired specifications. They have 5 different colors: white, black, yellow, camouflage, and blue collar.
And the blue color is what?
It's black, and when it gets cold on the inside, it has a blue stripe.
Ah.
It's really cool. But you can check them out over at catcoolers.com. That's catcoolers.com. Use the promo code Steven, and you can get 10% off because, we're good like that. So it's catcoolers.com, promo code Steven.
That's true.
Right there. Now, like I said, we do have something to get to because it is Monday.
I just realized the timing. Yeah.
Yeah, it is Monday. So it's back to the grindstone.
Yeah, it is.
That's right. Back to the grindstone today. And guys, we're looking at service. And no, I don't mean that sort.
I'm trying to be serious here.
We're trying to be serious, all right? We're trying
that
to get
bell, though, just so you know.
Yeah, well,
Trying to be serious.
Look, the definition of service is a gift from God to use for the body or the church, even if everyone has a gift, okay? And that gift,
that actually is true.
Everyone has a gift. You just have to figure out what
even
yours
if you think you don't, even if you are like everyone else and you are like, you're a giant loser and it's the bottom of the totem pole, or I have a gift. I know, crazy.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know what it is yet.
It's stacking chairs.
It might be stacking chairs. I just saying, it's better than nothing.
I mean,
it's
you're pretty good at it. I'm just, you're pretty good there.
I can stack a chair. Yeah, you saw me stacking chairs the other day.
I saw you stacking chairs. You were stacking chairs. It was good. You were good at stacking chairs.
Like a champ. If there was a championship for stacking chairs.
You can even unstack chairs pretty well.
I did. And I was putting tables away too.
That takes coordination.
A
lot of it. And
at least a little bit of balance to roll a round table.
Yeah, that's right.
The legs got me messed up, though, how they locked up. It took me 10 minutes to figure out how to lock them down. But anyway.
Press them down. Anyway. But look, if you go to Corinthians, services kind of explain like this. But to each one is given the manifestation of the Spirit for the common good. Okay? The goal of service is not to somehow discover your spiritual gift. To take a test that leads you to your gift, or to have a voice from heaven tell you, this is your gift. It's none of that.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
It's not some hidden treasure. It's just something that you do. It's abilities that God's given you for the purposes of edifying, for equipping, for encouraging people in the body of Christ. Okay? And the goal is to find where your ministry is.
Because everybody has like I said, a job to do.
Right. Everybody has a job to do. I know that technically, even though I am who I am, technically I have a pretty good thing for hospitality and teaching. Hospitality and teaching are kind of two of the things that I know that I'm pretty good at.
It's kind of your thing is what you're saying.
Yeah, sure. Kind of my thing. So
kind of your thing.
So, maybe I should jump into that and make sure that that's actually where I want to be. But, the goal of finding where it is you got to surrender yourself.
Yeah. Again, that's kind of the running theme for all of it is you have to kind of give up you.
Right, because you aren't
yourself
you.
Up to be allowed to be used.
That's right. Because how you use you and how God uses you are very different things. Very,
I
very
really want to ring that bell.
Don't ring the bell. Don't ring the bell for
this. Not the bell, but
Not
I'm just
this.
saying.
Look, volunteer for anything. And so if you have your local church, okay, and you're out there and you know what's going on and you see all the things, just go ask the pastor, look, where do you need people? Where do you need people most? And if you don't know what you're good at, go check it out. The people there will tell you if you're good at it or not.
Yeah. If you suck at putting up chairs,
they will tell you, look, maybe this isn't for you. They'll be nice about it.
Holding babies. You may not be able to hold babies.
Mm-hmm.
You may not like kids.
You may not like kids. You may not want to do that.
And just they may not have. It's all a matter of just making yourself available.
Right. Make yourself available. Look, it's guilt-free service. No is okay. All right. If people tell you no, that's fine. Recognize your own ministry. Look, you're looking for something that actually fulfills a need inside of you. You're looking for confirmation. You're looking to change lives. And once you find that, you should focus on it. Service is not a thing that is made for you. Service is a thing that you are made for, to help yourself, help God. Ding.
And like, that's a ding. Like, absolutely.
That's the bell. The good bell. That's the dinner bell.
Like, I need the good bell.
That's right. That's the dinner bell. Now, before we go any further, let's get your bell counts for the day.
Good evening, Mojo 50. I'm Leprechaun, and here with your bell count grade for the day. Today we had 17 missed innuendo bells, 98 actual bells, 3 creepy Uncle Joes, 2 rim shots, and 2 horns. Give us a grade of C+ for the day. Peace out and good night, y'all.
That's DOAShow.com, DOAShow.com.
Tomorrow.